As an acting foreign minister, I witness every day the unprecedented consolidation of responses of the international democratic community to the events in and around Ukraine. The transformations and landslide changes in Ukraine were generated by its citizens who were striving for true democracy and European values. I can confirm that none of our partners decides for us what and where we should go and what the future of Ukraine and Ukrainian people should be. It's been continually reiterated by all of our friends that the choice is up to us. And that is exactly where we observe the fundamental, and I would even say and stress the civilization difference with the attitude to this choice between our European and North American partners on the one hand and the Russian Federation on the other hand. I have never had, neither in Brussels nor in Washington, where Ukraine should move to. But we hear it every day from another capital, what should be our itinerary and destination. What's considered by some as unwillingness of certain European governments to see us in the European Union, I see as a sign at yet another proof of their desire to allow us to make our own choice, and what is more important, to prove by hard, everyday work that our nation is ready not only by words, but also by concrete deeds to secure its place in the European family of nations. The only condition, and I must openly admit it, that I hear in European capitals is to become a true democracy where fundamental rights and freedoms as well as rule of law are guaranteed in practice. I have an advantage to address you after the Prime Minister Yatsenyuk and one of the most Ukrainian prominent politicians, Mr. Poroshenko, who have presented you with their visions of how to transform Ukraine in such a democratic country. Being in charge of the foreign policy and looking at the solution from the point of view of the international relations, I would like to offer some of my observation of how the world has changed as a result of the aggression on Ukraine of the Russian Federation. First of all, the military invasion united the Ukrainians around the ideas of the national sovereignty and European future. Secondly, the United Nations became truly united on the 27th of March after the entire architecture of the post-World War II security had been put to a test. And it's not only in New York where the democratic world continues to unite itself. We see it in Vienna, in Strasbourg, and of course in Brussels. Sadly, the aggression put at the forefront the values of democracy and freedom. And the ultimate solution of the current crisis will not, under any circumstances, be at the cost of these values. I see Ukraine in the European Union, but I also see the years of the hard work that shall bring us to this aim. I see Ukraine integral in its internationally recognized borders. I see our neighborhood where all countries respect each other's choices and rights. There is no choice between Europe and Russia for Ukraine. The only choice is between the past and the future.